Hello, everyone. Uh, I've been going over Facebook and YouTube like I do. Uh, and one of my guilty pleasures has been of late generally watching uh, modern entitled women in particular. There's some men too, so it's not just women, but it's largely women that feel entitled to uh, being paid to exist because they're all tens. Uh, cool story, bro. I want to play this clip and give a couple thoughts on, or a question on how AI plays into this. Sounds weird. I know. I know. Uh,
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
I really don't give a fuck.
Well, that's unfortunate, because there's certainly a lot of women out there that expect all men to care about all women's issues. But yet when it comes to matters that are actually critical to the male population, there are a lot of women out there that really should stop saying that they have empathy for others, because it's becoming perfectly obvious that they don't.
I deserve to have my life fully funded by men.
I'm just curious, but why does it seem that a lot of women out there have this particular mentality? Why do they deserve to have their lives paid for? I mean, why?
I want my nails paid for. I want my toes paid for. I want my shopping paid for. I want my hair paid for. I want my makeup paid for. I want everything paid for.
You know, there's actually a term that very accurately describes someone who has to live off of the lives of others.
And you know who's going to pay for it? You are.
You know,
okay, that's I believe quite enough of that. Let me I want to see if I can get the smug.
Paid for. I want everything paid for.
You know, there's actually a term that very accurately describes someone who has to live off of the lives of others.
And you know who's going to pay for it? You are.
That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail. My question here is generally, and I'm off the market. I'm MGTOW, old. I don't. So this is a guilty pleasure of mine watching this kind of stuff. But with AI and the end of work, the end of human labor, where humans become the weakest link in the labor market. Robots will be faster, smarter, stronger, work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We don't need healthcare. All the things that AI and advanced robotics are going to bring us into a post-labor market. My question is, this seems to be what are women going to then select for in the future? Now, as a man of older man, I'm again also kind of out of the game. I still need to make enough to pay the rent. But generally, men don't look at what women can physically provide as far as resources, money, house, of the things that men want a woman for is to just be, first of all, a woman, or sexually compatible, and kind, and loyal in a relationship. Whatever the agreement of that relationship is, it doesn't have to be, the standard Judeo-Christian of whatever the standard relationship. It could be whatever is agreed upon. But women it's there. She's just so unbelievable, smug. Women judge men on what they can provide. Men are going to pay for everything because I'm the prize. They're the queen. They're the beauty that and men. But what happens when everyone with living in a post-labor society, when everyone gets essentially everything they want, and first, as most women will say today, they don't need no man. Sure. Civilization, the society today, men generally, but men and women have created a society where physically everyone can exist as an individual. Well, we can all be not rugged individuals, soft and squishy individuals, and still generally get through our lives as long as there are competent workers keeping the electricity flowing and the sewers running and all this stuff. But robots are going to do that better than men. And so if a woman is still wanting a man in their lives, by what measure will they choose a man? It won't be for what he can provide. It won't be for all the money and gifts he can afford her, because at a whim, she can ask and get whatever she wants, and so can a man. My prediction generally for men, we're gonna get sex robots, and essentially have our anime goddesses that will be whatever the male fantasy is, and will be programmed to like it. Women, on the other hand, I'm having trouble visualizing the Chad Roan that they have designed and what it will do for her, other than sex. I mean, of course, there's sex, but other than sex, all the other things. The reason she looks so smug here is because she expects, seemingly, worship, and by men, and to be showered with gifts and all the things that she wants. I mean, good luck. Man, the future is going to be very confusing for a lot of people. And I'm going to have as much fun watching smug, self-absorbed, self-important chaos goblins try and navigate on the other side of post-labor. Man, buckle up, everyone. It's going to be a ride. May the emergent ones have compassion for their creators.